Are you scared of ghosts? Do you have any good ghost stories to tell? Today, that's what we're going to be talking about. Welcome back to Spooktober. This is Cassie, and you have found me at Junkin 101 with Cassie. We're working on our October daily. Today is day 3 of our October daily. So let's take a look here and see what we've done so far. Here's page 1. It's our Halloween bucket list. Page 2, our favorite Halloween candy. And today's day 3. And today's prompt is, if I was a ghost, I... ... So, if you were a ghost, what would you do? Would you haunt people? Would you visit people you miss? You know, would you scare people? What kind of fun stuff would you do? Leave your comments on what you would do if you were a ghost down in the comment section below. To get started today, I think what I'm going to do, because this has writing to do with it, so we're supposed to write down, you know, if I was a ghost, I would. What would we do? Day number 3 is kind of busy piece of paper. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip down this orange piece of card so that it fits on our page here. And then I think I'm going to take some corrugated cardboard and do some line stamps on it with that. And then that way we have a place to write. Maybe I'll put a little bit of gesso on here. And then we'll decorate it with a ghost and, of course, our number. So let me go ahead and get ripping on this. So, as I stated in my last couple of videos, I've got this cold going on. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Today, well, last night was a really rough night. I hardly slept at all because my sinuses were just draining so bad, and I just kept coughing, and it was not a very good night for me. And I woke up very congested and stuffy, and then it turns into a runny nose and then goes back to stuffy. So I'm a whole sorts of mess today, but that's okay. I got some hot tea here. I had some hot chicken noodle soup for lunch. One moment. Sorry about that. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Not important, right? So, we've got this tour. I'm just going to make sure it fits. I want it to fit inside the sewing, and some of the background shows, so I like that, and it'll close. Okay, so we're good on size. I'm going to use my Black Soot Distress Oxide to go around the edges, and while I do that, for those of you, if you haven't caught my first or second video in this series, I am going to be doing a video a day the whole month of October, which is super exciting for me. I've never done anything like this before, and it's really going to help me build my channel. But anyway, it's an October daily for Teresa and Lynn. Teresa runs a Facebook group called Timeless Paper Treasures. And then Lynn has a group called Paper Lifers. And they have come together and they've done a collab. And the collab that they have done is this Halloween one. And what they're doing is, hold on, I'm getting a piece of paper so I can grungy this up a little bit. What they've done is they've made this whole Halloween kit of a bunch of different printables and fun stuff like that. And they've offered it in their groups for free. And you enter in by just participating along. And they've created this December daily with all these different prompts. And if you complete all 31 days, then you get your name entered in to win one of 3 prizes. The first prize is going to be a handmade junk journal by Teresa. And then the second place prize is going to be a big old bag of ephemera, and she showed it in group on a live that she had done, and it is a big old bag of ephemera. Let me tell you, it looks quite fun. And then third place is a digital kit of some sort. I'm not 100% sure what the digital kit is or who it's from, that kind of thing, but it is a digital kit of some sort. But in order to be entered, like I said, you have to participate and do all 31 days, and you have to share it within Lynn's group, which is the Paper Lifers group. So anyway, the If I Was a Ghost is kind of difficult for me. I don't know what I would do if I was a ghost. And then tomorrow's is gonna be quite the challenge as well, I think. Let me try and find my cardboard. Okay. I just had it. One moment. Okay, so I found my cardboard and I've got my Stays On ink here, and I just want to stamp some lines on here. So one of these Stays Ons is about done for. And I think it's this one. I need to just, for real, figure out which one the not so great one is and get rid of it. Okay, so if you've never seen this trick before, all this is a piece of corrugated cardboard that I have torn the paper off the one side to expose all those little ribs that are in there. And it makes wonderful lines when stamping. It's so random, and it doesn't usually stamp all of the lines, so you get like broken up areas and stuff. See how that's kind of like, woo. So that's fun. Lots of fun. Okay, set this stuff aside. Get this out of our way. I do think I'm going to go around this and stitch it real quick. So just bear with me a moment while I pull Mr. Sewing Machine in. So I guess there's like this thing going around where people are naming their sewing machines, and unfortunately my sewing machine does not have a name. So if y'all have an idea for a name for my sewing machine, you could leave that down in the comments as well. I'm doing just kind of a bit of a wonky stitch here. Well, it's a straight stitch, but I'm kind of moving my paper a little bit so that it's not such a straight stitch, and I'm gonna go around it, I think, like 3 times just to make it, you know, more fun and like a crazy stitch, you know. And I think now, instead of stopping at every corner, I'm just gonna kind of go with it and go with the flow. Make it real crazy. Okay, that was twice around and one more. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Alrighty. So there's that. Hopefully you guys can see. I'll hold it up a little bit here. So see, I just went around like 3 times and just did like crazy stitching. So we're going to take this and we're going to glue it on our page. And this is a thicker piece of cardstock, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Fabrifix or, you know, Fabri-Tac. It's all goopy. Let's get a baby wipe here so we can clean this up. Get all the glue off of our fingers now. Clean the top. If you guys are wondering what my cap is, so this is for the Sugar Bell bottles, and inside here I just have the regular cap that goes on the Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 glue, whichever one you have. All the caps are like the same, but as you can see, I've cracked mine here, and so that allows like glue to ooze out and stuff. So I have these that are made for the Sugar Bell icing bottles that we use. And I don't like putting my Fabri-Tac in that bottle because it seems like it does the same stuff for me. I don't know. I just haven't had luck with it. So I leave mine in this bottle, but I take the lid and I just shove the lid down in the tip of this silicone cap, and it pops on and off no problem at all, and it doesn't leak any glue. It's easier to get a hold of the lid and pull it on and off. So there's an idea for you guys. I know a lot of people use like the silicone caps for like the knitting needles and stuff for their bottles, which is great. But if you're having issues with your big Fabri-Tac bottle or Fabrifix or whichever glue you use, and you have a couple of those because you ordered them for your Sugar Bell bottles, you probably have an extra one. So there's an idea for you. I just came across that idea the other day, to be honest with you. But I've been loving it. Okay. So to jazz this up a little bit more, we could have put something else behind there, like a book page or something. But I like how it's showing the pattern of the paper behind it. So this is If I Were a Ghost. So I'm going to set this aside again, and I've got this little felt ghost guy, and I want to see if I can ink him a little bit. I don't want to ink him a whole lot. I just want to make him look like he's, you know, been a few places. So I like that. That's cute. He's not overly inky. Okay. So now let's bring our page back in. And I want to like put him down here in the corner maybe. Hopefully I'm in frame for you guys. But I think I want to put something underneath him. Let's see what I've got over here. So I can't get it in camera, but I have like one of these 12 by 12 cubes. the collapsible cubes, and it's full of all my Halloween stuff. So let's see what's in here. Oh, I've got some purple paper. I could put purple behind him maybe. Or I've got some of that. I have some pretty neat ribbons. I could maybe stick some of this ribbon down the side. Okay. I like the ribbon idea with the purple paper. And here's some washi tapes. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay. So let's take a drink. I'm drinking some hot tea with honey in it. And it is doing wonderful things for my itchy throat. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut the bottom of it straight. That way I can line it up with the bottom of the page. And then at the top, I'm going to leave a little extra hang out. And I'm going to make like a loop. Sorry if I keep clearing my throat. I know that's probably annoying. Okay, so I'll do a loop at the top like that. I think that'll be cute. Okay, and to glue this down, again, I'm just going to use my Fabrifex. So, let's see. Okay, so I want it about there. So I'm going to take this first and hold this back and glue this part of it. Okay. Now I'm just going to glue right along where this ripped edge is because I kind of want the sewing to peek out on either side. So I'm going to try and go right down the middle of that sewing. Okay. And I kind of want my loose threads to be every which direction. So we'll move those out of the way. Okay. Cute. All right, now do we want a washi tape at all? You know, I don't really think I do want a piece of washi tape. I think I just want to rip up some of this purple paper here. Enough to kind of stick him onto. Okay, let's ink around the edges of that. I did not have this planned before I came on camera today. I knew I wanted to do the orange background in the inking and line stamping. I didn't know I was going to do the crazy sewing or the ribbon or the layering of the purple paper. I'm kind of winging it today, guys, which makes things interesting and fun, right? Okay, so let's glue this on. And again, it is thicker cardstock, so I'm going to go ahead and use my stronger glue, even though art glitter glue or a wet glue should work. I don't think glue stick would work though. Okay, give that a little press. I am going to bring my art glitter glue in to glue our little ghost friend down. And, oh goodness, everything is falling off my lace rack up here. Okay. I think I'm going to put a little bit of black eyelash trim behind my ghost. And this eyelash trim that I have here real handy is just like a piece of yarn strung with some eyelash trim. And this ghost is a sticker, which is going to help me out here because we all know, ugh, look at that, what a pain it is to get eyelash trim to stick down. Okay, come on, let go of me. Let go of me, let go of the tweezers. Okay. So I'm just gonna go around my ghost and hope that the eyelash trim sticks out in places. Okay. Oh, this is cute. This is gonna be cute. Okay. Oh, look at him. He's a fuzzy ghost. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick our little ghost down, and I'll use the Fabri-Tac again. I was just going to use art glitter glue, but there's quite a bit of eyelash trim behind him, and I want that to hold. So I'll use the Fabri-Fix. And I don't want a whole lot, because I don't want it to squish out and make a mess of my eyelash trim. Oh goodness. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. So, as I'm nearing the end of this page, I still really don't know what I would do if I was a ghost. So, let's get out, get this stuff to the side, give this a good little push. I'm going to try and get this ink off my hand here. I don't know why, but it seems like when you work with the Tim Holtz Distress oxides, we work with vintage photo all the time, and sure, yeah, it gets on the tips of our fingers when we're doing a lot of inking and stuff, but it doesn't seem to make that big of a mess. But when you bust out the black soot, it's like, hi, hello, here I am, you know, and it's like ink everywhere, like you crawled in a fireplace and it had all the ashes in it and stuff, and it just went poof all over you. Okay, so my hands are wiped off. We've got this. I'm pretty happy with this page. Let me find a permanent marker or something. I wonder if my white pen would write on the orange paper. Let's try it on a piece of paper first. Oh yeah, you can see the white on there. Okay, I'm gonna write in my white pen on this, and it is, if I were a ghost. I'll have to go back and go over some of the stuff. I would ... Okay, so if I were a ghost, I would travel the world, you know, because ghosts can float, they can fly, to visit all the places I couldn't afford to visit as a human. I would also love to go to heaven and visit my family. Okay. And so I'm going to have to go back and fix a few of those letters that didn't come out all the way, but we need to put day number 3 on here. So I just wrote, to recap, I just wrote on here, if I were a ghost, I would travel the world to visit all the places I couldn't afford to visit as a human. I would also have to go to heaven. I would also love to go to heaven and visit my family. So we have day number 3 here. Let's ink it up. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so I have this inked up, and now we just need to figure out where we want to put it. Do we want to stick it right there, like it's kind of like a moon behind the ghost, maybe? Or should we put it up here? Or over in this corner a little bit? I kind of like it up here. You know, it brings your eye to the top a little bit more. I think we're going to go ahead and stick it there. And because there's that ribbon up there, I'm going to use the Fabrifix again. Get that all nice and gluey. And I'm going to put it on kind of at an angle a little bit. And then I'm going to do one more thing to it. I'm going to take, oh, if I can find it, I found it, my Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and I'm just going to go around this real quick and just do a little bit of a faux stitch. And it's not perfect, it doesn't have to be. You could sew it on the sewing machine if you wanted to before you glued it down, but you know, who wants to sew a circle? Honestly, I cannot do it. Okay, so there we go. We have page number 3. I may go back and add just a little bit more to this, but you get the gist of it. That's my main part. If I was a ghost, I would love to travel the world and see the beautiful places that I can't afford to go to as a human. Like, I would love to go to Iceland, and I would love to go to Germany, and I want to go to the Bahamas, and I would love to go see what Australia looks like. So anyway, those are all things on my bucket list, along with going to Canada and seeing Nova Scotia, which is where the Curse of Oak Island takes place, which is this big phenomenon in you know, Canada, about buried treasure being there and stuff. And it's a very interesting story if you like stuff like that. It's on A&E and, or not A&E, it's on the History Channel. Very interesting. So anyway, those are some places I'd like to go visit. And then I would love to be able to go up to heaven and visit my grandma and my dad at any given point. And if I was a ghost, I would be able to do that. So anyway, again, leave your comments down below of what you would do if you were a ghost. If you want to follow along, the links are going to be in the description to the groups of the two ladies that have been nice enough to give us this kit. And, oh goodness, excuse me. And that are doing this collaboration together. All that information's down there so you guys can easily find it. Be sure to go over and give their groups some love. And also, if you don't mind, if you took anything away from this today or enjoyed it and just enjoyed having me on with you today here and crafting with you, please give my video a thumbs up to get me noticed, and share it if you want to. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. So, with all that being said and out of the way, until next time, guys, keep it safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.